Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about PCOS, what it is, why it's happening, and how we can get our bodies back into balance so that we can reverse this crazy situation. Hi, my name is Dr. Tamitha Davis. I am a naturopath doctor. I specialize in women's fertility, hormone balancing, and all other kinds of medical related issues. I also talk about doing herbalism, apothecary, and gardening. And if that is your jam, do consider subscribing to the channel because we have a whole lot to talk about. Let's get into today's topic. First of all, what is PCOS? PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Poly meaning more than one, and cystic means that there's a cyst. So let's talk about what causes this polycystic ovarian syndrome. I like to do analogies because it helps me to learn better and hopefully it can help you guys. Let's take an apple tree, for example. Every month, this apple tree starts to produce fruit. And when the hormones are balanced, one of the fruits will actually burst out and release and go to get fertilized. However, when you have PCOS, the fruit starts to ripen, but it stays on the tree and it starts to get disease. So all these little cysts start to form and it never actually fully ripens into a fruit that can be fertilized. The root cause of PCOS isn't just starting in your ovaries, it's actually due from insulin resistance, inflammation, stress, and adrenal fatigue. Insulin is our main hormone that stores energy in our cells to be used for later. However, when we eat too much sugar, too much processed foods that has a lot of added sugar, our cells start to become inflamed and they stop listening. The pancreas is trying to do its job by pumping out more and more insulin. However, that extra insulin triggers our ovaries to produce more testosterone and fewer female hormones. This is where our cycles become irregular and our ovulation actually will stop. And when it stops, that is when these cysts start to form instead of ovulating and releasing the egg, aka the fruit. We'll start to have these different symptoms like mood swings, irregular periods, acne, excessive hair growth, fatigue, and mood swings. So think of this as not just a fertility issue, but a whole body issue. So let's break this down a little bit more simpler. Insulin resistance equals extra testosterone in women. Inflammation equals loss of communication with our own female hormones. High stress equals high cortisol, which equals low progesterone. This equals to liver overload, and we're not able to detox our excessive amounts of hormones. So in PCOS, our estrogen can be high, our progesterone will be low, our testosterone starts to spike, and high cortisol keeps everything inflamed. It's kind of like your body being this whole orchestra and your brain is the conductor, and it's getting mixed signals from all the people playing the instruments, aka your hormones. But the good news is you can help to reverse PCOS. So how can we do this? First, we need to stabilize our blood sugar and increase our fiber intake. It means lowering our carbohydrates, our refined sugars, and all the processed foods that we're consuming on the daily basis. Making sure we're eating good quality protein and making sure our food has fiber in it. Natural fiber, not the kind that you mix up in the water. You could try herbs like cinnamon and berberine to help balance out your blood sugar. Just show our liver a little bit of TLC. Eating leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cauliflower. Adding dandelion root and milk thistle tea to help detoxify our liver. We need to help reduce the inflammation in our body by taking out seed oils, dairy products, and all the processed junk that we pollute our body with. Some anti-inflammatory foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids would be awesome for our body. Taking spearmint can help you to lower excess amounts of testosterone. I like to do seed cycling. I highly recommend that you do some research on that. I did post a video, maybe I'll leave a link down below. But Shatavari and Vitex is really great for balancing out progesterone, and maca is really good for balancing out your estrogen. Try looking into adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha to help with your adrenals. Making sure that we are getting plenty of sleep, between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Women actually need more sleep to balance out their body and detox than men do. doing some deep breathing and yoga and meditation, getting outside, going for a walk, making sure you're getting some 10,000 steps in every day to help balance out your body and keep your body moving and detoxifying. And if you have children, just love on them and let them just pull on your hair every day. That will definitely not lower your stress at all. At all. Like, not even a little bit. But kissing him does. So just grab your baby and just kiss him all over. That will lower your stress. All right, I hope you guys found this video somewhat informative. Please do leave comments. It helps me to get my videos out there. I'm trying to make these more educational and fun. I'm working on the fun part. I'm not a creative person. I've mentioned this before in my other videos, but I'm trying to not be so robotic on here. Although I take notes. I do. I take notes, and I mentioned that before in other videos too, because otherwise I'll scroll and I'll be on here forever. I don't want you guys to listen to me forever. But anyway, all right, share, like the video, comment, do all the things.